Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker now falls below $101 million at the box office. The only three movies that have managed to stay over $2 million at the box office is Doolittle, which dropped 69%, 913, which is at 2.8 million, and Bad Boys for Life is still making money. Okay, still making money. Okay, but if you look at Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, this movie will pass $500 million, but it's still going to be behind domestically Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. It is still going to be behind all of the other major Star Wars movies made by Disney. It is still going to be 100 million behind The Last Jedi, which on the same week is doing just as badly, as The Last Jedi. Okay, but now let's get on to the comparison. Okay, Rogue One also started to fall below 1 million at this range as well. So, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is now at 1.029 million, but in the first, but the ratings continue to get worse for Rise of Skywalker. As the numbers continue to go up for a movie around this time, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is continuing to go down and down and down. Still going down and down and down. I expect it to drop by half by the next weekend, which is expected considering how bad Disney Star Wars is. Here is a comparison to The Last Jedi. Okay, this is what Disney fans or Disney fanboys are hoping it will do, past The Last Jedi. But now, as of today, it is still behind 101 million behind The Last Jedi. And if the gap continues to widen between both movies, it could pretend to be disastrous effects for this movie. Which, of course, The Last Jedi eventually ended up grossing $620 million domestically, and that is not even accounting for inflation. But then here's the funny thing: Rogue One is doing just as bad. It's doing almost the same. It's even doing better than The Rise of Skywalker as well. Rogue One has also surpassed The Rise of Skywalker as well. Here is Rogue One's sales. It is at 503 million, so it's almost 10 million ahead of The Rise of Skywalker. It's almost 10 million ahead. And by Thursday, it's dropped below 1 million. The fact that the Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker always dropped below $1 million already is dropping below $1 million as a whole is bad news for Disney Star Wars. If it can, I'm predicting it to fall below The Last Jedi's numbers, around 750,000, because it continues doing worse than The Last Jedi as well. It's continuing to do worse and worse each week than The Last Jedi as well. Which now we know this movie is, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker passing Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is even a pipe dream by now. Okay, it's still even in question. It doesn't for face and it's never gonna pass it. Okay, you don't even count on that. Okay, and we even put in the Force Awakens as well. Force Awakens is destroying the Rise of Skywalker as well. Okay, destroying this movie because no one wants to see it. Okay, and he doesn't put face and it just makes the Rise of Skywalker look even worse. Okay, the Rise of Skywalker look even worse at the box office. Okay, well, Rise of Skywalker is exactly 100 million behind The Last Jedi, and this gross, okay, and The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker never passed The Last Jedi, and now is a long way behind Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It is around 30 million behind Rogue One if you adjust for inflation, and Rogue One still is doing better than The Rise of Skywalker. The fact that Rise of Skywalker is still doing this poorly at the box office is proof that Disney killed Star Wars. Proof that Disney ruined Star Wars for all. Okay, if you compare it to Endgame, okay, Endgame is also, Endgame. It's doing way worse than Endgame, which is what Star Wars, the end of the Skywalker saga, should be doing. It should be doing. They was projecting this movie to gross $450 million opening worldwide. Then they were projecting this movie to end with 700 million domestically to like 800 million. Okay, you know, because it had the name Star Wars on it and had Disney's logo, and they thought, you know, that you know that oh, you know, doesn't matter how bad the movie is, people will still go out to go see it just because it has Disney's logo. Okay, expected to break some sort of records that it never broke. If you know what record it broke, it broke the record of the world's grossing for the trilogy, you know, world's doing world's trilogy for a trilogy movie. Okay, if compared to Revenge of the Sith, adjusting for inflation, Revenge of the Sith made way more money than the Rise of Skywalker. Okay, it's not even gonna pass Revenge of the Sith. And it's not gonna pass Return of the Jedi. Okay, and if you want to just put in the Star Wars movies, okay, you gotta put in Return of the Jedi as well. You know, that's the only record the Rise of Skywalker broke, being the worst selling movie and a third entry in a trilogy. Okay, that's the only record Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker broke. Okay, that's the only record it broke. The being the worst grossing third movie in a trilogy of all time. Okay, you know, if you compare it to, you know, Return of the Jedi here as well, you can see that it passed Rise of Skywalker far long ago. It passed the Rise of Skywalker's numbers around here. And it continued going up like that. Return of the Jedi eventually grossed $1.3 billion worldwide, adjusting for inflation. So that means Rise of Skywalker is the worst selling third movie in the trilogy. Okay, the worst selling. Okay, this is the third movie in the trilogy should be the one of the second best selling. Okay, but this is how Disney ruined Star Wars. This is how Mickey Mouse ruined Star Wars. No one wants to watch Star Wars anymore, and that's basically it. Goodbye.